Okay, so today you are going to be introduced to step functions. You're going to learn what they are and how to graph them. So let's suppose that you have this IT specialist coming to your home to fix your computer. He charges you $30 for the first hour, and then for every portion of a half hour that he works at your house, he charges you $10. So let's go ahead and make a graph. You guys know I can't draw straight lines. And let's say that this is the hour and this is the cost. And this will be 1 hour, 2 hours, 3, 4, 5, and then 10, 20. Okay, so for that first hour, he's going to charge you $30. And it's going to be a flat $30. In that second half hour, he's going to charge you another $10. So it's going to be $40. So as soon as that hour hits, your fee goes up to $40. And for that half hour, it's $40. As soon as that next half hour hits, it's no longer $2 or $40. It's jumping to $50. Okay, and then as the next half hour hits, we just keep adding $10 every half hour for as long as he's working. Okay, so there's no in-between costs. It's just a flat fee for each half hour. Okay. So notice that we used a closed circle as soon as the half hour changes and an open circle at the end, and there's nothing in between. This is what we call a step function. Okay, so here's the parent function of the greatest integer function, or the step function. Okay, it starts here at 0 and just goes over to 1, jumps. Okay, so right at 1, it's not 0, but from 0 to 0.999999, your y value is 0. And then there are no fractions or decimals in this step function for the range, for the y values. Our domain is going to be all real numbers. We're going to use set notation to say this. So we say that x is an element of the real numbers such that, just x is an element of the real numbers. Okay. The range, y, is an element of the integers, and the symbol for integers is the z with an extra line. So our range, y, is an element of the integers. I don't know why they let z, I guess because I is imaginary, be integers. All right, so all of the transformations are going to hold for our nonsensical, our absolute value, our square root, our quadratic, they all hold. So this means I'm going to go right 3, and this means I'm going to go up 4 to start. So I'm going to go up to 4, it's a solid dot, and to the right 3, solid dot, line, closed circle. And then I'm just going to keep going up by 1. Okay. And all the way through the graph. Because there's no line to say keep going, we have to graph it all the way through. All right, so there is the graph of x minus 3 plus 4. Now notice this could also be, if you looked at this, we could also say we've really just moved it up 1. So it's not necessarily concrete, but if that's what you're asked for, that's what you would graph. All right. So f of x equals 1/3 x minus 2. Remember that this is a horizontal stretch and by the reciprocal, so by a scale factor of 3. So we're going to go down. Actually, let's go back. Well, the last one, the domain and range, was still going to be the same. It was going to be all real numbers for the domain, and it was going to be the integers for the range. For this graph here, I'm going to go down 2 to start. Okay, but my y values are going to be 3 times as long. So we're going to stretch this out to 3. Okay. Stretch that out to 3. So my domain and range are still going to be the same. Okay, so my domain will be all reals. My range is going to still be, because it's still every integer, the integers. That extra line there through there. Okay. Last example, this time we're going to make it 2 times as high. We're going to flip it over the x-axis and move it left 4. Okay, so we're going to start here, but we're going to now, instead of going up, we're going to flip it over the x-axis. So instead of going from here to here, we're going to go down, but we're going to go also by 2. So we're going to go here to here. Okay. And we're going up or down by 2 each time. Okay. So my domain, again, is going to be all reals. But my range is going to be 2 times the integer, so 2z. So today you learned what a step function is. Okay, remember its domain is all the integers, or it's all real numbers. The range is all the integers. So there's no half y values or decimal y values. And then how to graph them, all transformations that occurred with everything we've done this year still hold for step functions. Have a math-tastic day.